Ha ha ha, I bet I got you with that title, and a little more about that in a few minutes. But first, I'll just say good morning, y'all, and ask how everybody is doing today. I have a little bit of my cool weather gear on this morning because I did come outside, and it's been cold in the South, and you guys know I'm a wimp about that. Who would have thought that we'd had so many days in the 30s, or the feels like 30s, here along the Florida Gulf Coast, but we have. I think I've only lived north of I-10 a couple of times in my life, and not very far north of it. I have this southern woman's cold, thin blood, and so I like warmer temperatures. But it's okay to have a little cold snap here and there, because sometimes it can just kind of wake you up, make you feel friskier, and make you look at things in a different way, and cause you to expect and look forward to warmer weather. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about today, are expectations. I've had Psalm 5:3 on my mind since Sunday in our Sunday school class. In the morning, I lay my requests before you, and I wait in expectation. I keep that on a sticky note on my bathroom mirror, so it's one of the first things I see in the morning. I don't know about you, if you wake up in prayer in the mornings, but I do. And it's not because I'm a good person. I'm not necessarily a good person. It's because I need that prayer in the mornings to help me get through the day, to help me to face whatever might be coming to me that day, to help me enjoy what may be coming to me that day, to give me hope, but to also give me wisdom and discernment and peace as I start a brand new day. We were told in several books of the Bible that we are not just to offer up our prayers and requests and petitions to God, but we are to do so expectantly, that we are to do so expecting that God is going to answer our prayers, and when He does, to give Him thanks for that. God does answer all of our prayers. I believe that. I just believe that He doesn't always say yes. I think that many times He says no, or sometimes He says wait, or sometimes He says, I have something a little bit better for you in mind, so how about this instead? And I also believe that sometimes our prayers are not realized on this side of heaven. That doesn't mean that we should not keep praying those prayers for ourselves, for our country, for our relatives, for our friends. It means we should continue praying them, but it may be after we pass along that those prayers are finally answered in the way that we hoped they would be. So we pray every day. Expectation is kind of a funny thing. When I really was expecting with both of my daughters, I had lots of expectations about what motherhood of a newborn was going to be like. I expected that I would have these sweet little cooing babies that would sleep through the night and would just laugh, and I would feed them, and they would be so happy and giggle and smile, and they would have those cute little spit bubbles, and I expected to smell the sweet smell of babies' feet. Don't you love the way babies' feet smell? I do. And sometimes those expectations were met. But there were those other days, where I had the baby that cried all night long, that had colic, and no matter how many steps you walked with that baby cuddled on that little pack thing that we used to put them in, right up on our chest, the crying just wouldn't stop for a very long time. I had the babies that whenever I fed them, instead of giving me cute little spit bubbles, they projectile vomited on me. Yeah, that happens. And instead, sometimes with the sweet smell of babies' feet, I had that smell of, oh my Lord, dirty diapers. That's just part of it. And sometimes in our life, the projectile vomiting and the nights that you can't sleep because something's keeping you up all night, and the stinky smell of life happens. And that's not necessarily the realization of our expectations, but that is reality. We got a lot of stinky going on in the world right now. I am pleased whenever I see the reactions of so many people who are trying to be kind and reasonable and peacemakers in this difficult time. I'm distressed when I see reports of other people who are being very divisive. And that's not a political statement. I don't care. I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. I'm not going to tell you how I vote. It's none of your beeswax. I will just tell you that when I wake in the mornings, I pray for peace and unity in this country. So before I veer too far down a rabbit hole, the question is, what are you expecting today? Are you expecting to go out and try to be a cause for positive, peaceful change in the world? Are you expecting to pray for peace and unity and doing your part to make that happen? Are you expecting better things in your own personal life, in your family's life, in your neighborhood's life, in your country's life, in your world's life? And if you're not, why not? And what can you do to change that? At the very least, I ask you that you get up in the mornings and you pray. Lay your request, whatever those requests are. God doesn't filter the request, and he doesn't censor the request. He listens to every request that we put before him. Lay those requests before him and then wait in expectation. If he tells you no, trust him that he's got a better plan. If he tells you yes, thank him. If he tells you wait, say, help me. If he says that's not the best thing for you right now, say, then will you please show me what is? The point is to enter each day expectantly with hope and with gratitude and with a faith that looks forward to a better future. All right, that's it for today. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the morning.